June Pride 2022 closes. Here are our thoughts. This past month has been a Pride Month for the history books. In echoes of the 1960s, LGBTQ+ rights have been under attack in states across the country. Pride this month became a fight for visibility and rights unlike any that Americans have seen in recent generations. I mean, the last few weeks, months, years in my head, feels like we're just constantly just coming up for air for you know whatever we can is thrown at us. I mean, I think there's a lot of truth to this, and we're seeing. I mean, that is, I agree with this. I mean, whether it's reproductive rights or LGBTQ rights, as we think about the changes in the EPA, all these things I'm thinking about as I read the news this morning.
Yeah.
It feels like we are all under attack all the time, and that this has been a strange year.
Well, especially now with Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
I think it's going to affect us. That trickle down really is going to harm us, and I think people are realizing that. And we've been talking about this for years, and I feel like Pride has become more of a celebration and more of a thought process as to a fight that we're going to have in the very, very near future.
In Spanish, we have a say that says, "Cuando veas la barba de tu vecino arder, pon la tuya en remojo." That means, just to translate
please
for our
translate.
audience, that means if you see the beard of your neighbor go up in flames,
And then they
put
came
yours
from
in water. This is a message to our community. We have to be vigilant now because they're coming for us. This is just very, very well signaled by Clarence Thomas already that we're going to be next.
Of course.
And not next here. Like, it's happening right now.
happening,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not like, you know, reproductive rights, for example, like Roe v. Wade being struck down, of course, affects the LGBT, you know, whether it's all of us. That is, we can't get into this fight later. We're in this fight now. And I mean, all these laws, there's just so much that's happening that affects us as a community, right? Like, that is all, as in a community, I mean, the human species that we're embroiled in.
That's the thing. A lot of people,
Yeah.
like, there are different titles that you can use, whether it's reproductive rights, women's rights,
Right.
queer rights. It's all human rights.
That's right.
It's all very dividing. And one way to really look at it, and that everyone matters. So it's human rights. And everything's going to happen at its own pace. Con paciencia y fe. Con paciencia y fe.
Right, but it's also the right to privacy, you see, and this is what's most dangerous, because not only they're going to come after, you know, the sodomy laws and things that we thought were completely over. Now we have to be aware. Well, they may come into, you know, my bedroom and see and check who I'm having sex with.
Yeah.
Or if you took birth control in the privacy of your home.
Exactly.
That kind of thing, that is dangerous. That's very dangerous. This is what we're facing now. And gay pride is a signal here. We are celebrating, but we have to be vigilant because this is coming for our community.
And I'll finish by saying this. I mean, I know, you know, not 2 years ago, we were worried about the number of law enforcement during New York Pride and whether they were going to inhibit, you know, our rights during Pride. Last week was in Toronto Pride, and when I tell you that it was the most loveliest, happiest celebration I have ever been a part of, it really showed a difference between America, between the United States of America and Canada. And I think everyone should experience that so they can see the difference as to how free and how loving they are and how safe they feel in the streets compared to we do when we're in New York.
My gosh.
That's powerful.
We just like all move up to Canada.
All right, Evan.
That's for you.
Maybe move to Canada. I don't know, man.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.